Severe tropical cyclone Zelia, currently a Category 4 system, has rapidly intensified overnight and likely to become a Category 5 system later today. We can see why here on the satellite image. Started off as a cluster of thunderstorms overnight and see how it rapidly developed, with an eye developing in the centre of circulation and also a very symmetrical system developing either side of the eye. And that's telling us we have a very organised and a very intense tropical cyclone, and it'll continue to rapidly develop today and then start moving towards the coast as we move through tonight and into Friday, and particularly Friday afternoon and Friday evening. And so because of this current track map, we do have Category 4 system, tropical cyclone, severe tropical cyclone Zelia, Category 4. It's around 140 kilometres to the northwest of Port Hedland and around 240 kilometres to the northeast of Karratha. And we do have cyclone warnings current from Dampier all the way through to Wallal Downs and even Bidjidanga. But of most concern are our residents and communities between Dampier and De Grey, particularly around the Port Hedland area, as we're likely to see this motion continue to the west, then shift south as a Category 5 system tonight into early tomorrow, approaching the coast tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night as a Category 5 system. What this means, if you live anywhere near it crosses, but also well away from where it crosses as well, we're likely to see damaging to destructive winds in excess of 160 kilometres an hour. And right near the core of the system, that eye you saw earlier, we could see gusts in excess or near 290 kilometres an hour. So that's why we're so concerned about our residents and communities through this part of the Pilbara coast, but also for inland areas as well, with the cyclone warning extending well inland to include Marble Bar, and cyclone watches extending even further inland as well. But also, not only is it the wind, it is the rain. We're already seeing falls of 80 to 90 millimetres around Port Hedland, and even isolated falls in excess of 100, and we're likely to see many more millimetres on top of that. So we can see right now on the radar widespread rainfall across much of the Pilbara area. But I want to draw your attention here to the eye you can see clearly on the radar, and that's going to allow us to really track the cyclone as we move through this afternoon and this evening. As I mentioned, tending westerly and then tending southerly as we move through Friday into Friday night. But this rainfall through the Pilbara is likely to continue for many hours and right through today, tonight and into tomorrow, and that's likely to lead to widespread flash and riverine flooding. And because of that, we have flood watches current for many of our river catchments across the Pilbara district. But of most concern are our residents and communities on the De Grey River catchment, also around the Shaun River and the Pilbara coastal rivers as well, as we could see very large and widespread moderate to major flooding on these rivers. So to reiterate, severe tropical cyclone Category 4 Zelia, 140 kilometres to the northwest of Port Hedland, moving westerly right now, likely to track towards the coast as we move through the afternoon and the evening hours. And as you can see here on satellite, is an intense and dangerous system. So remember to stay up to date with the latest forecasts and warnings via our website and app, and please listen to all advice from the WA Emergency Services.